I first met Xiaofeng here in Springfield at Arts Fest back in May of this year, 2019. The Woodturners of Southwest Missouri, which is my woodturning club here in Springfield, we always set up at Arts Fest and we demonstrate for the public what woodturning's all about. And she was one of about 100 foreign exchange students that came through from MSU, Missouri State University, here in Springfield that morning, the first morning, Saturday. And though all the other kids, most of them adults, they're not kids, came through, they kind of acknowledged what we were doing. They thought it was neat and they moved on. But Xiaofeng just kept hanging out there.
This is my first time to see people doing with woods. It's not just a wood in the shop, it's people doing it. So it really make me think that can I do it? Because I really want to work with woods, to feel the wood, to make things out of wood. So I just say, to think that if I can do that, I will be very lucky, just like them.
Just to kind of carry on the conversation while she was standing there, I asked her if she had been to one of the local Chinese restaurants that had an authentic menu. And she said no, she liked to cook at home. She preferred cooking at home because she couldn't find what she wanted in restaurants. And I asked her what kind of food she cooked, and she looked at me as if, well, duh, and said, Chinese food.
The first day we met each other is in the fair, and Larry talked to me. He said, I like cooking. He said, I like Chinese food. And then I told him I like cooking Chinese food. and Larry said, how about I teach you woodturning and you teach me Chinese food. You teach me how to cook Chinese food. Then I thought, wow, I can really change skills like that. Then I don't need to spend money, and I can also, and I like cooking Chinese food for people. It makes me very happy. And so we made an agreement. But at that time, I didn't realize it's going to happen. I thought he just saying that as a friendly conversation.
Now, she really took to heart our agreement, because upon the first meeting, we went to one of the Chinese restaurants in town, and she got to order from the authentic menu and liked it. But upon our first meeting, she started trying to schedule time to teach us some Chinese recipes. And I told her that we wanted to do that, but we would first make wood turning the priority. So we immediately started, and over the summer, she probably got 50 to 60 hours of time behind the lathe, and not just me showing her how, but her actually doing and turning. And she did what we call roughing out several bowls, and they have to set and dry for a period of time. And I had a stockpile of already dried bowls that I let her take then and finish.
What I like about wood bowls and spoons is that they are natural. They feel, whenever I touch them, they feel like I'm connected with the nature. Because I think I'm a person who likes to live in the nature and who likes to go to the nature and feel it. So in reality, there's not a lot of things that connect me with nature. There are so many plastic things, and people just throw them away after they use them, which I think is a big waste to our society, and it is pollution to our environment. So I try to use nature stuff like wood, and I want to make them so I don't have to buy them.
We decided that we wanted to collaborate and create a bowl, both that she and I made together, for Ozarks food harvest Empty Bowls program, which is coming up. And as we started, I explained to her that there were many things that we could do to create a bowl, and we talked about the different options, and she was pretty adamant that she wanted this bowl to be functional, so that whoever the person was that donated the money at the silent auction for this bowl would be able to use it and be reminded of their donation to Ozarks Food Harvest in order to help those in need.
So Larry and I are collaborating a bowl, and while we are doing the bowl, we want to hand it to the people who in need. Like the empty bowl activity, the purpose of that activity is to help people in hunger, people in hungry. So our idea is to encourage everyone in our community to work together to help people who in need.
When we took this bowl that I had roughed out over a year ago, I helped her a little bit on the outside, but she had gotten to the point where she kind of just looked at me and smiled and said, "I think I can do it now." And she finished the outside, the inside, did all of the sanding, and then we applied walnut oil to it, which makes it a great functional salad bowl. We decided to cast both of our hands in plaster so that we could mount it and use my right hand and her left hand to hold the bowl as if presenting it to the person that was hungry. Xiaofeng and I both decided to pick one word that best described what we feel Ozarks Food Harvest means. And I picked the word hope. She picked the Chinese word fu, which has many definitions, but the one that she wanted to express was blessing. And then my wife took her wood burner and burned those two words into the rim above each of our hands, so that the person that takes it home with them will be reminded that this was a collaborative, international joint effort by myself and a young lady who also had passion for wood turning and for those in need.